Good, how are you?
You're an amazing player. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You're changing the history in basketball.
I appreciate it. Thanks for coming here.
Caitlin Clark, the basketball phenom, was reportedly left speechless by a surprising comment from Brazil's coach. Instead of typical praise, the coach offered an unexpectedly blunt assessment of her game. This level of directness, a departure from the usual commentary, reportedly caught even the accomplished athlete off guard. The nature of the remark, seemingly critical and honest, elicited a visible reaction from Clark, highlighting the impact of the unexpected feedback.
It's the way they received her, the way they celebrated her. It's quite a contrast that these women of color from Brazil and their coach had, as opposed to the American players and American women of color and how they treat Caitlin Clark.
Brazil, the land of football and carnival, now appears to be adding Caitlin Clark to its list of fascinations. The college basketball sensation, remarkably, garnered admiration not just from basketball aficionados worldwide but also from a veteran Brazil coach. Their paths crossed during a 2025 WNBA preseason exhibition game, where Clark faced Brazil's team. The coach's response to her play was reportedly so impactful it led to questions about whether he was witnessing a truly extraordinary display of basketball skill, underscoring the unexpected influence of her game on a seemingly unlikely audience.
The team she played against last night, and I understand a lot of this team was young, but the team she played against last night, getting pictures with Caitlin Clark at the end of the game, having her literally sign their jerseys, and those jerseys, you better believe the coach of the rival team being in shock. Like, this is the dream team. This is the dream team. This is the opponents getting pictures with the dream team.
It's truly striking to witness the level of praise Brazil's coach, a basketball expert, is bestowing upon Caitlin Clark. This isn't your run-of-the-mill compliment, it's a profound acknowledgement from someone deeply immersed in the sport. It's the kind of commendation that makes you wonder if there's something almost superhuman about her talent. The fact that a coach from Brazil, a country synonymous with soccer, is offering such effusive admiration for a WNBA player is incredibly significant. This kind of global recognition is something most athletes can only aspire to. It powerfully demonstrates the widespread influence Caitlin Clark is having on basketball, transcending national borders.
Brazil, their coaching, had no answer whatsoever for Caitlin Clark. And they threw so many different looks at her. Like, I've never seen a team throw so many different looks at a player.
Adding to the spectacle, Caitlin Clark signing the Brazilian team's jersey is an incredible moment, far more significant than a simple autograph. It's akin to a global icon leaving their mark on something deeply meaningful. Consider the sheer impact of it, Caitlin Clark, a virtually unparalleled force in basketball, signing a jersey for the Brazilian national team. It's a scene almost too audacious to fully grasp. The only thing that could have made it more legendary is if she had signed it with a flourish and declared it a future artifact. Imagine the stories that will be recounted in their locker room. Caitlin Clark signed our jerseys. We're practically legends now. This act solidifies her immense influence and the lasting memory she's created for the team. Beyond the symbolism, the act of signing those jerseys is a testament to Caitlin Clark's remarkable character. It's a rare instance where an athlete of her caliber remains grounded and approachable. She could have easily adopted an air of exclusivity, only engaging with those at her level of celebrity. Yet, she chose a different path. It's easy to imagine her signing those jerseys with genuine warmth, making each person present feel valued, even though their primary purpose was to witness her exceptional talent. This act of generosity highlights that Caitlin Clark isn't just a dominant force in basketball, she's also winning admiration and respect through her actions. This intangible quality, her ability to connect with people, is an integral part of her legacy and something that truly sets her apart.
She was signing the players' jerseys. This is like Dream Team. This is literally like Dream Team stuff. We haven't seen this since the damn Dream Team. She is literally signing the jerseys of teams she played against. She is signing their jerseys. They're that much in awe of her. And still, they were there. They were there. They were knocking her on her ass a couple of times. They were being physical. They were denying her. They didn't try to stop during the game. They just did not have it. They're so excited. They're taking pictures with her after the game. They're taking pictures. They're taking pictures with her like... It is mental.
The Brazilian women's basketball team's change in demeanor is quite the spectacle. Their pre-game actions, mimicking Caitlin Clark's shooting form in a playful, almost mocking manner, are a far cry from their post-game behavior. Now, they are reportedly lining up for selfies and autographs, a complete reversal that speaks volumes. This rapid shift from attempting to get under her skin to acting like starstruck fans is a testament to Clark's undeniable talent and impact on the court. The sheer irony of their initial playful taunts being replaced by such clear admiration is truly remarkable and highlights the profound respect she commands.
Across the footage of the Brazilian national team dancing on Caitlin Clark logo at Carver Arena. Man, a lot of people had mixed reviews about it. Well, it looked like that wasn't the only clip because the entire team got in on the action, bruh. Got in on the jumping on Caitlin Clark logo, stomping on it.
Caitlin Clark wasn't there to play pretend, she came to deliver. While the Brazilian squad was out there tossing up long shots like they were auditioning for a highlight reel, Caitlin calmly stepped back, sized it up, and drilled a deep three from NBA range. No drama. No theatrics. Just pure skill. That wasn't a lucky shot, it was a statement. And the crowd? They exploded. That one shot alone sent waves through the arena, setting the tone for the rest of the game. As Caitlin kept her foot on the gas, the Brazilian players seemed to shift gears, from competitors to fans. You could almost see it in their faces. The realization that they were sharing the floor with a generational talent. The same players who moments before were mocking and mimicking, ended up chasing autographs and selfies post-game. The transformation was almost comedic. 1 second, they're throwing shade, the next, they're grinning for the camera like starstruck fans at a meet and greet. That's the Caitlin Clark effect. She doesn't need to beg for attention or play games to stay relevant, she just hoops. Dominates. Elevates. Greatness like that doesn't need a gimmick. It's obvious, undeniable, and impossible to fake. The Brazilians got a front row seat to that reality, and probably walked away with more than just selfies. They got schooled.
Here comes Clark in transition. Clark, pull up three. You bet!
Let's be real, Caitlin Clark didn't need 40 minutes to prove she's on another level. Just 18 minutes. That's it. Less time than it takes to finish a drive-through order or doomscroll on your phone. But in that short stretch, she didn't just play, she dominated. It was like she activated a cheat code the rest of the league didn't even know existed. 1 second she's dishing no-look passes like it's a skills challenge, the next she's launching logo threes with casual confidence. It felt less like a basketball game and more like a personal highlight reel. Every possession she touched turned into something special. Her court vision? Unmatched. Her pace? Blistering. She wasn't playing in real time, she was on fast forward while everyone else lagged like a slow Wi-Fi connection. Defenders were left flat-footed, spinning around trying to track a blur that had already scored and jogged back down the court. Let's not sugarcoat it, 18 minutes for most players is a warm-up. For Caitlin Clark? It's a full show. She packed more electricity into that short stint than some players manage in an entire game. By the time she hit the bench, fans were already pulling out their phones, rewatching the magic they'd just witnessed, because you had to see it twice to believe it.
boy, oh boy, did that feel good. Did that feel good from Caitlin Clark opening up the game, pull-up three, bang, to the logo three to close the third quarter, walking off to a standing ovation. Caitlin Clark pulling up from 36 feet out. From start to finish, there was never a doubt in our mind. There was never a time where we even thought to ourselves, is this game going to be close? Indiana comes out, 8-0 run, close out the first quarter, close out the second quarter, close out the third quarter, sit our starters in the fourth quarter, and by the time it's all said and done, the Indiana Fever score more than double the Brazilian national.
Picture Caitlin Clark on the bench, cool, calm, unbothered, like she's casually watching a game she already finished winning. Meanwhile, her teammates are grinding it out, drenched in sweat, and Caitlin's probably just thinking, when I check in, I'll casually hit a few logo threes, break the game open, then grab a latte and be out. It's like she has a built-in superpower: show up, drop jaws, vanish before anyone knows what hit them. She's that one person in every office meeting who nails their part in 5 minutes flat, drops the mic, and dips while everyone else is still fumbling with their slides. Caitlin doesn't need 30 minutes of playing time. She's the walking definition of maximum impact with minimum effort. She's not just efficient, she's lethal with it. Her presence alone shifts momentum. One shot, one pass, one flash of brilliance, and suddenly the crowd is on its feet and the other team is questioning their entire strategy. While others are out here forcing the moment, Caitlin's just being the moment. At this rate, she might as well launch a masterclass titled, How to Dominate Without Breaking a Sweat. Spoiler alert, Step 1, be Caitlin Clark.
This was our first look at Caitlin Clark in her second WNBA season, and she did not disappoint. She was raining threes, her handle looked tighter than ever, her vision was on point, and she brought this energy, and she brought the crowd, and everything was just electric because she was on the court.
In just 18 minutes, Caitlin Clark didn't merely play basketball, she reinvented it. Every time she let the ball fly, it wasn't just another shot, it was a declaration. Her precision? Flawless. Each bucket felt magnetized, like the ball had a GPS set to nothing but net. You know that feeling when you solve a tricky problem and think, wow, I might actually be a genius? That was Caitlin, but on a loop, in front of thousands, while defenders were still trying to locate the ball. Her court vision bordered on supernatural. It was like she had a mental cheat code, already reading the defense 3 plays ahead while the rest were just waking up to plan A. Meanwhile, Caitlin had skipped the entire alphabet and executed Plan Z without breaking a sweat. She wasn't reacting, she was orchestrating. The way she carried herself? Effortlessly dominant. While others sprinted and scrambled, Caitlin stood cool and composed, like she had time for a casual tea break mid-game. They were trying to play basketball, she was playing chess. And you could almost hear her thinking, don't worry, I'll take over when it matters. And when she did? It wasn't just a momentum shift, it was total, ruthless control. That's not just talent. That's Caitlin Clark redefining what greatness looks like, one effortless minute at a time.
About that. But all in all, Caitlin Clark with a plus 42. She played 18 minutes. She played 18 minutes and was plus 42. Plus 42. 42 in 18 minutes. And there was a stage where it was her with all the rookies and she was still just carrying them. She got 2 assists to, I think, to an Yvonne Ejim. 1 foul, 3 turnovers to 5 assists. And again, the turnovers were just trying mad stuff. Like, it is what it is. Don't really care that much. But in 18 minutes, she had 16, 6 and 5. Like, that's so impressive on 60% shooting and 4.
Let's be frank. Caitlin Clark's performance was a clinic in controlled power, a vivid demonstration of her capacity to dominate with apparent ease, making it seem as though she was exerting minimal effort. While opponents were visibly struggling, drenched in sweat and frantically attempting to score and keep pace, Clark operated in her own distinct realm, subtly conveying that reaching a 30-point total was well within her capabilities if she so desired. Yet, she didn't pursue that path. Instead, she allowed the game to develop with the composed, strategic demeanor of someone fully aware of their significant lead over the competition. It was almost as if she was participating in an entirely different contest, one prioritizing efficiency and where overt exertion isn't necessary to prove superiority. Why expend energy on flashy, high-intensity maneuvers when one can gracefully navigate the game, almost playfully challenging the opposition with the apparent ease of their dominance? By the time the game concluded, a singular question lingered in the minds of observers: were the opposing team even remotely on the same level as her? The undeniable answer speaks volumes. That encapsulates the essence of Caitlin Clark's approach: remarkable efficiency, infused with an undeniable air of confidence.
108-44, Caitlin Clark. Did she look rusty? I don't know. 16.6 rebounds, 5 assists, plus 42 plus minus in only 19 minutes of hoops. Caitlin Clark hoops are back. She looked good, folks.
However, the impact extends beyond her individual performance. It's about how she elevates the sport itself. Observing Caitlin Clark on the court is akin to witnessing someone effortlessly solve a complex puzzle in their sleep, blindfolded and with a beverage in hand, while other players are still struggling with the fundamental elements, perhaps wishing for a quick fix. Caitlin doesn't merely participate in basketball, she fundamentally transforms the perception and execution of the game. She's out there setting new benchmarks and doing so with an air of relaxed confidence, as if achieving global recognition is a minor item on her to-do list. And let's focus on those 18 minutes. You might perceive that as a brief appearance, but in reality, those 18 minutes were far more significant. They weren't simply a showcase of physical prowess, they were a masterful demonstration of skill and strategy that made everyone else on the court appear unprepared and outmatched. Caitlin doesn't adhere to the established norms of the game, she improvises and redefines them in real time, then seemingly seals her performance with her own signature flourish. It's as if she regards the game clock as merely a suggestion rather than a constraint. Watching her play is like observing someone engaged in a high-level chess match while her opponents are still playing a simpler game. It's a display of strategic brilliance, accompanied by a subtle acknowledgement of the inability of others to keep pace.
And honestly, I didn't plan to shoot that logo 3. I know coming into the game, everybody wanted me to shoot one from there. But Steph was like, was supposed to come out at the end of the third, so she's like, give a foul, give a foul, give a foul. And then it was 30 seconds on the clock, which like between 30 to 33, that's like your 2-for-1 range where you have to get one up. So I saw 30 as we're inbounding the ball, which probably is inbounding the ball at 30, probably a little low. But I was like, why not? Might as well launch one, and it went in, and then Steph used the timeout to get me out. But yeah, that was pretty fun.
Now, observe the reaction of the Brazilian coach. You can see it in his eyes. The moment Caitlin unleashes her signature brilliance, he's likely questioning if he's entered a strange alternate reality where the laws of physics and basketball are optional. He's grappling with what's happening, possibly rethinking every coaching decision he's ever made. Did he just arrive in a parallel universe where Caitlin Clark can score so easily in 18 minutes? Or maybe he's the one in a simulation, and she's the glitch about to rewrite the game's rules. Either way, he's probably already planning a Caitlin Clark Appreciation Day back in Brazil to honor her greatness from afar. Seriously, if you're a coach who doesn't praise her after seeing that, you need a reality check. Denying such obvious greatness is like saying you don't believe the sun rises. Caitlin Clark is a walking, dribbling, shooting, and possibly dunking revelation. If you're not acknowledging her, you're clearly living in a parallel universe where mediocrity reigns.
I know they said on the broadcast it looked like she doesn't have like the same burst that she used to have. She got by the defenders fairly easily in my estimation. She got by the other team's players fairly easy in my estimation. She moved pretty quickly in my estimation. If that's a step back with some tightness, what are we going to look like when we don't even have anything lingering in our legs at all? When we don't have to go onto the bike just to keep ourselves loose at all? What is that really going to look like? Caitlin Clark picking up right where she left off. If there was any question, yes, she's like that.
Here's the crucial point. If you ever have the opportunity to get a jersey signed by her, act immediately, with urgency. That item is destined to become the kind of memorabilia you'll proudly recount stories about to your grandchildren. It's far more than just a piece of fabric, it's a tangible piece of history. You will be the one to narrate the remarkable account of witnessing Caitlin Clark effortlessly dominate a game, leaving all others struggling to keep pace. That is something truly worthy of being framed and preserved. If you enjoyed leaving a like and subscribing, more videos are on the screen now.